What's up, Charles? Lefty, how you doing, man? Just sitting in here working. We just got in. Sorry, guys, I didn't get on earlier today. I'm running behind. It's so busy when you're doing so many different things. It's crazy. I sent out links, Charles. If you're around, you could jump in. I just wanted to come on for like 30, 40 minutes. And it's kind of like late coffee, early lunch with Shaggy. How was everybody's weekend? Did you guys have a lot of fun? Were you on the road? Were you at home? Were you visiting a family? What were you guys doing? Come on, because it's a busy day, man. We put on. It's amazing. Our compliance company onboarded 20 some odd, like I think it was like 17 trucks on Sunday. We just picked up a new customer on Friday, more flatbed freight, and we're up to 8 dispatching trucks growing. And my goal was to get to 12, 15, so I could start building the dispatching to open the trucking company. So we're working in the right progress. And it's amazing though. It always comes back down to planning, right? Because, and out of the crisis, the world's coming, credit cards are maxed out. It's crazy. All weekend, I've been getting messages, like private messages, people joining the group again, and the movement's coming up of people that are brokers or they're trucking companies or they're dispatching, and everything's changed, right? And this weekend, I had time to think, and me and Melissa have been talking, and I'm so focused on everything. I see a lot of different things going on, and now that we have the compliance company, the trucking, the brokerage, the dispatching, the customers, man, we moved like a lot of loads last month. I don't want to jinx anything, but we moved a bunch, and seeing all those loads move, over 50 plus loads, we've been in business since September. Well, we really got focused in January. You know what I mean? Like we stepped it up January, February, March, April. So you figure January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's taken us 7 months to get up to 7 customers, and we're really starting to move the volume. You know what I mean? It's starting to work. Now we're adding each piece. But what I wanted to come on for, as you know, I haven't done a webinar in like 2 years or a year and a half, besides doing virtual webinars like one on one training where people come on and we sit in these computer screens in this go to meeting and we work face to face on technical problems that you're currently having. And so me and Melissa have been talking, and I love teaching. And I don't want to teach so much of dispatching. I don't want to teach so much of the broker webinar. And I don't want to teach so much of trucking, but there's some topics that I think people will forget about, right? Like how much does it cost to open an authority? What is that business plan? Sometimes when we have a trucking business or we're already active, we started our wrong way and we need to go back and restructure. So I was thinking of the 6 topics that if I was to teach for like 6 hours straight, like on a Sunday from 3 to 9, what would those topics be? And so the first topic would be restructuring the trucking company. I'm in that cave and I need to go back and reevaluate my whole plan. Company drivers, owner operators, why did I do this? What did I do it for? And for the new guys is how much money do I need and what will I do? So I got 4 topics that are lined out of what's going to be a restructuring a trucking company, what's involved, um, why did you make this investment? Who's going to help you? Where are you going to get equipment? And then, and just the whole business setup and that timeline and what will you do with your trucking company, owner operators, company drivers, and why are you doing it? Like, where's the diversity come from if you're stuck in this one freaking group? So we're going to do 6 hours. I was thinking of 6 topics in 6 hours. So I could spend an hour just recapping what we didn't do, what we should have did, and fill in some great points of interest on why are we not doing this now? Sometimes you need to hear it from somebody else. Don't you agree? So I'm really thinking about doing this coming up here on Sundays, here in about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm actually writing it right now while I'm doing dispatching with my group and doing some one-on-ones and videos. I'm writing the homework, and it's going to be like a workshop mode where I'm going to have the topics, the hour, and we're going to stick to it. It's really hard too because I have squirrels. So we're going to lay it out where we're talking specifically about those questions, and I'm giving you room to fill it in, write it in, so you know and that you're not recording it, you're physically writing it in, in this topic, you're going to tell me who's involved and why. And then, so we're going to build the companies or restructure some that have already started that thought it was easy. And then the second hour, we're going to work on the difference between compliance and safety, 1 truck to 20 trucks, and the whole about 4 processes that are very important in that compliance that people miss, and then some of the products that you can use that you're not using that could make your life a lot easier. So that's going to be the second hour. And the third hour is going to be understanding the cost, right? So we understand the working capital. Now we need to understand the cost. What is my dollar per mile rate for my setup? And then what are other setups, the 4 different types of trucking companies, so I know how to build a product? Because I don't think we do this. And in the fourth hour, we're going to build a product. We're going to take those numbers, style trucking company where we're at. We're going to learn how to build spreadsheets, post search, and build a network, and how to get people to call us. We're going to fix that because we get caught up. We get caught up with brokers. We get caught up with customers, and we forget to network. Every day, I hear another story from somebody that had a perfect gig. It's going to last forever, and then bam, it's fucking gone. And he got 8 trucks, 10 trailers, 5 trucks. We shouldn't wait like that, right? That's a big topic. We should always be networking, even when it's good. And even if I don't want to take those calls, if we're not finding new jobs to do, we're constantly building our business. How will any business survive? No matter what you are, roofing, construction, windows, nursing, you got to get that. When people die, you got to put more bodies in those things. Everybody's got to sell, right? So networking. How do I tell people what I want? How do I get a product, and how do I sell that product? You got to sell something, you know what I mean? And we get caught up. We get fast. And I was thinking about the last 2 hours of 6 was, why is a brokerage important to a trucking company when they're 1 truck to 10 trucks or 20 trucks? And what are the reasons why we start a brokerage? And what's the 4 things that are important about a brokerage? You know what I mean? And how do we do it? This is from personal experiences that we're doing right now and we've done. This is going to be huge. And the last part is we're going to find 3 different ways to find customers. 2 major ways, but 3 different ways to find customers right now to help your trucking business. And then we're going to understand what to do with them and how to get the rates and how to find the carriers. There's 4 major topics of getting the customers. 3 ways to find the freight, or why the brokerage is important. 3 ways to find the freight, right? How to bid the freight and find the trucks. 2 ways to find the trucks to service your trucking company or your brokerage. I think that's a nice 6-hour webinar that people need to do on Sundays, where they get their brain strapped to what's going on. Because I'm telling you, we get caught up on what really matters. We get caught up on what really builds our company. And we don't understand what the things that we need to do, and we're already in it. These little 6 hours worth of stuff is super important to everybody to get us back on track. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to dispatch. I'm not going to teach you how to brokerage. I'm not going to teach you how to open the whole trucking company and run it. I'm just going to go through the restructuring or things that I know you missed, that you forgot about, that could possibly hurt you or could change you. And then in the next year, I guarantee we don't think about these 6 topics like we should. And I'm going to write it out in a worksheet, and we're going to work each other as we go through it. And we're going to talk about us. And it's not going to be about marketing or branding or getting government freight or nothing. It's going to be about restructuring your trucking company, or fixing and start or doing it right from the beginning. Real quick. It's going to be about compliance and safety for 1 to 20 trucks, the difference, and why we screw up. Because it's not organized. It's not structured. Then it's going to be about understanding costs so we can get a product to actually sell it and stop worrying about what other people are doing and what other people are doing and what we need to do and where we need to do it, right? So that's next, because now you got to know where to do it and how to do it, Because, I mean, if you can't network, how are you ever going to build a local, dedicated regional lane? And then if you don't know what to do with the customers or how a brokerage is important, how are you going to go anywhere with your business relying on everybody else because you're leaving it on the table when you don't really have to? That's the greatest part about adding this webinar because we actually have the team to help you guys. So I'm already jabbing for 11 minutes. I just wanted to tell you what's next on my vision. So we got the brokerage, we got the trucking company coming, the dispatching is building, the compliance company put on almost 35 trucks last month, and we are growing with IFTA, drug testing, DOT audits, freaking changing things, just everything. It's crazy. They're coming from everywhere. It's weird. Um, and now we're going to do some educational webinars. And I'm really excited because I really love teaching. That's why I do these videos. I miss it so much, but everybody's got to keep the lights on. We all have to work. That's why I'm going to do it on Sundays. I'm going to come in on Sundays and do it Sunday night from 3 to 9. We're working on the details. I'm building the program. It's coming soon. But it's going to come soon. And we're just going to do it monthly, kind of like just kind of like educating. It's people on the stuff that they're not doing right. Just refresh or restructuring. So but if you're not coming to somebody like me right now, right? And you're having trouble with these shitty loads on the board or what to do with your equipment. It's like a lady just called me and she's got her authority and she's selling the international and she wants to do flatbed, but she has an international and she wants to sell it. So in my right mind, I'm like, why would you take your truck and let some dude do a contract with you? Take it to his authority, put insurance on it, supposedly pay you, fuck up the truck, bring it back with a leftover piece of shit when you could go and take a guy, at least purchase the truck, put it on, let him pay for it, and then let him pay for everything, make $1,000 a week, and then go out on 2 owner operators and keep your trucking company going. Makes no fucking sense to me. Why do we go put ourselves in other holes when we don't have to? Because we don't understand these 6 things. The proper structure and the business plan of what it costs to run the business upfront, or to understand the cost to make it. How to diversify multiple streams of income. Very important. Don't you guys think that's important? Like the ones that are rolling through. It's the afternoon, guys. It's Shaggy's. I'm late today. So what are you doing to restructure your business right now? Like, what are you doing? You parking your truck? You jumping from one dispatcher to the next? Just drive around hoping it all works? Are you adding trucks? Are you buying equipment? Are you spending 2 to 3 hours a day building a local dedicated regional lane, receiving all those calls 7 days a week to build it? Or because it works? Like we do it all the time. Like there's so many people calling me afraid to actually start feeling bad because I don't have enough trucks yet to cover the volume. I don't have enough trucks to cover the volume. And I have to be careful with it because I've been doing this so long. When you do a Shaggy, they know who I am. So I'm like, I don't want to keep pissing them off compared to not knowing who I am. When you do it in a training class, it's kind of fun. But when you know all the brokers and people, it's kind of hard. And it's crazy because they're giving me volume. Like I find loads going from Indy to Minnesota, Minnesota to Indy, just volume. There's volume everywhere, but there's not on the load board. Isn't that weird? When they call me for loads that are posted with direction, it's $2 to $3 a mile plus. When I look on the load boards, it's $1.30 to $2 a mile. Go figure. But I know it's Monday. It's the afternoon. We're getting unloaded. I just wanted to give you an update what we're doing. So what are you guys doing? I gave you an update what we're doing. We're rolling, trying to help the industry. We're adding pieces to the one-stop shop Shaggy's group. Everything's coming together. But what are you guys doing? What's your team doing? What are you guys leaving on the table? What are you not taking advantage of right now? Is your wife helping you with the business? Or are you so caught up in the business that you could have her help you, but you're so worried about expanding the business that her income has what saved you three times? What kind of business plan do you have? Is it rough? Do you need to go back and reevaluate it? Questions for you. How is everybody today? Kind of late, so it's like everybody's like just flying through. When you network, how often do you let people know what you need? Are you making a second call? I mean, if they're only offering it to you and they're playing those games, like think about it. What's up, man? I just seen Mike Castile today. So, if the brokers are offering you that stuff and they're letting it sit, or brokers call you a freight that does pay good and they're dealing with people that can't speak English, you can't understand them. Do you make the second call? What are you doing to step up your business right now? What's what parking the like? I want to know from you guys. You guys tell me, what are you doing to fix your business? Are you becoming an owner operator? Are you firing your drivers? Are you dropping trucks? Are you adding trucks? What are we doing? What are we doing to get ourselves out of this gloomy stuff we're in right now? How many guys are running around with bad safety scores and you don't even know if the safety department is going to save you whenever the guy calls? You guys always wait to. All right, guys. I just wanted to come on for a few minutes and talk. It's in the middle of the day. It's not a normal time, so that's what a lot of people are doing. They're not spending, are they, Christine? Christian, sorry, Christian. Um, they're not spending, are we? We're staying closer, watching our p's and q's. The nail was driving me nuts. Watching their p's and q's, trying not to do anything. I get it. Well, I really didn't have a lot to do today. I just wanted to come on because I'm excited. My brain's on right. My new webinar training that I'm going to do here in a couple of weeks. I'm really excited to get it out there. So we will be posting that here soon. If you guys need help with compliance, safety, or you need a one-on-one, you guys can schedule it on my website. Give me a call. My cell phone number is always on the front. We're always here for you. If there's problems we can help you with, let us know. Give me a call sometime. I'll help you out with stuff like that, like building lanes and stuff like that, like doing posting and searching with directions and how to focus on e-carrier check to find better stuff. You know what I mean? I'll be glad to help you, Christian. We do one on ones. I know you follow me, but we do one on ones all the time, and they're live on this virtual screen, and we can sit down on a computer and we can talk about what you're doing and what you're not doing. We get a lot of guys like that. I see a lot of stuff like that. We have three trucks we're running right now in the dispatching. We got Nick and them, and they run. One of them runs all the boroughs plus like a 300-mile rate, anything in the Northeast, pretty much. And then some of the other guys get more select between PA, New Jersey, but they don't want the boroughs. I see, man, the rates like doing. I see so many loads on the board that are like $300 to $600, but if you start posting with volume where you look out farther than what you need and you start building it in and you're not so selective, you start getting more. We were finding them for 800, 1,200 different ones, especially between the New Jersey and the PA Ohio line. There seemed to be a lot more. We have some customers coming in out of Pittston and up in that we're working on. I know New Salem, PA. We have some customers for flatbed out of New York, New Jersey. You figure This guy keeps calling and he follows me. You figure you notice I'm on this live right now. So, guys, if you need any help with stuff, I didn't come on for a lot, about 20 minutes. We'll come on more tomorrow. I'll see you guys. We'll do coffee in the morning. Do coffee in the morning. But like I said, if you guys need help with, most people just look for the day and tomorrow. Start looking farther, weeks out at a time. Start looking further out at a time. All right. And I really appreciate you guys. If you guys have trouble with anything, stay tuned. We have our webinar coming. I'm working on it right now. Melissa's helping me get the outlines done. And we'll have it coming up here in about 3 weeks on Sundays. Like I said, if you need help with flatbed dispatching or whatever, we're here for you. I just don't have a lot going on today. I will after the day because I'll get a lot of phone calls. We'll have all kinds of topics tomorrow. And I hope you guys are restructuring, reevaluating, networking right now. It's hard. Volumes are going down. Everybody's talking about yellow getting ready to close. So all that LTL freight will come up. Man, it's going to be swallowed up so fast. No shit. Rich, I'm on the freaking computer screen. You figure you click a guy off 3 times, you notice I'm doing something. It's like having my wife call me. No, just kidding. Just playing. I got a bunch of calls ahead of you. Guys, be good. Think about your plan. Think about those 6 topics I was talking about. And think about, sometimes we just have to stop and restructure. Sometimes we have to stop and restructure our business and really stay focused to the plan. Because, what chaos has never got us anywhere. Only thing that's done is help the government make new rules. Build a plan, right? Stick to it. Add to it. Peace out, guys.